fellow creative person. Are you a video director? Are you a musician? Are you anyone within the creative space? So what have you learned? Let us happen to share. You can share in the comment section below this video, or even you can try to, you see my contact there on WhatsApp, you see my email there also. So let us happen to share. As a director or as a content creator, what have you learned for the times that you have been within the creative space? What could you share with someone who is basically just starting, gaining the experience? For me, I would say I have learned to be patient with myself. Say you're working on a project, there may be an idea you feel like I should make this happen, okay? So you're like, I need my video, say you're color correcting, I need my video to look like this. But if you're entering the software, you're color grading, and it is not getting to where you want it to be, it is not getting to where you want it to be color graded to, and you can't tell that to a client, maybe give me some more time, I'm still working on this, I'm still putting up this, I'm not in the feeling, you get it. So you need to be patient with yourself, you need to appreciate what you can do, and you need to give yourself time, okay? As in time to do research, time to equip yourself with more skills, meaning you need to do more research and research and research. You also need to get inspired by what others can do, okay? As a creative person, you have, don't diss the ones that are better than you, but learn from them. Take your time and try to visit their YouTube channels, try to visit their social media platforms, because we happen to see most of them sharing some of the ideas they use, some of the information that you may need. So give yourself time, equip yourself. Equipping yourself does not mean that you have to equip yourself with machines only, but also equip yourself with your skills, okay? Master your pieces, so that when it comes to color grading, if you happen to get that opportunity, do it to the best, and do it like there is no any other day. But just know that with the technology, with the space you're in, apps come on popping up every day. As you have just mastered this skill, you see another, you get it, you see another skill coming up, you see another app coming up, you see another machine popping up. So you have to give yourself time, you have to research, because you may be taking too much time using a certain tool, but then you trying another tool, you realize that you have been wasting a lot of time maybe using the other tool, and this shortens everything, you get it. Then the other thing I would say is, besides being patient with yourself, doing research, appreciating what you do, I would also say that it is also dangerous as a creative person, for what I've learned within this space, to do your portfolio basing on client's work. And most of the times they don't tell you that in any creative school, or you don't usually find it in any video talking about it, that you should do your works before you happen to get a client. So if, just imagine, someone wants you to do him maybe an advert or a music video, this is a person who would want, at times, for a person who is beginning and who is looking for any opportunity that comes around. You find that at that time you do not have that ability to tell a client that I don't want this, I want this. Most of the times the reality is we go by the client's desires, you get it. So let me say, yeah, given maybe a graphics designer, you're given a poster to design a poster, you may find that this person dictates, put me bigger like this, put this one smaller like this, you get it. So you're not even able to pull up your feel, to design to the principles of what you're designing. And besides that, it means that if any other client who knows what he wants, who knows those different principles, happens to look at your work, this client may say you're not able to pull up that design that he wants you to design, okay, because he knows what is right that has to be designed. You get it? So that is also something that you should put into consideration as someone who is basically starting. Take your time, invest in yourself, okay, carry out some projects, okay, pay for them. Like you hire machines these days, it is easier, okay. Like if I'm basing on our situation in Uganda right now, at least for these days, you can go to, once you have a national ID, you can go to several different companies. Once you have a filmmaker that can refer you, that they have worked with, you find that there are companies that can hire you best machines, okay, up to date machines. So get some money, hire it, take your time with it, so that by the time you happen to get a client to come, you're not fidgeting with the machines, you're not pressing the buttons that you have to press for the first time. You get it? So that is what you should put into consideration also as a creative person. Then the other thing that I would say is social media. There are a lot of social media platforms these days. What do you have to do? So do your effort, pick at least 2, do your best on them, do out some promotion, because these days if you don't do promotion, some time back we used to know specific directors that your song to be played on TV stations, it has to be from this director, it has to be from this, you get it. But these days that does not matter, whether it has gone to the TV station, whether it has not got there. So different artists have come up on different platforms. Some have penetrated the industry through TikTok, others have penetrated the industry from Facebook, others have done so from YouTube. So take advantage of any platform. If you have the money, you can hire someone to do that for you. Remember that if you have no money, you have to do it manually. Meaning, what I'm trying to mean is, if you have less, then it means you have to do all the work. It means you have to post the content, share that content, find groups to share it to. But if you have the money, then that is when you are going to go to the Facebook ads, you can go to the YouTube ads, you can go to the TikTok advertisement, you can also go to the WhatsApp advertisements. You get it? So you save that energy. Instead of spending and hiring people to do that for you, you can run ads right now and see that your content moves and finds new opportunities. What you should also keep in mind is, marketing a video does not mean that running Google ads, YouTube ads, or any other forms of ads does not mean that you have enough money or you have a lot of money to throw out. But it means that you are basically doing your best to see that you are meeting new audiences. You get it? So once you meet new audiences, the other thing, before I forget, that with the new audiences that you happen to meet on social media, let me say, just let us try to compare this. Most of the TV stations or media houses are now running away, if you didn't know that, are now running away, and they are advancing to create apps. Okay? Most of them, they are running out to social media platforms, and also most of them are even getting people with large audiences on social media platforms and using them to campaign or giving them programs on their TV stations. Meaning social media is now something that needs to be considered well. What are you doing on social media? Okay? Are you the product? Okay? So fight hard not to be the product, because you'll just be consuming just. So that is what I would say. Marketing on social media does not mean that you have a lot of money to throw out, but you need some more eyeballs onto your content. You get it? So start now, market your content to see that it gets to more eyeballs, and why we have the follow button. Click that notification button. Like if you look at this YouTube channel or Facebook, it has a follow me button or subscribe, and you also click that bell button, and even you go ahead and select all, so that if I post any new video, you happen to see what I have posted. You get it? So let's say I've posted a video, then you had already clicked follow me and even selected that you had already subscribed, and even clicked that bell button to get a notification of any video that I happen to upload. So it means that you are not only going to see one of my video, but you also happen to see more of my videos that I happen to upload from that time you clicked that bell button, and that time